Joining us this morning is Holly Sprong. She's with the Titusville YMCA, and if you don't believe me, it says it on her shirt. Staff.
That's right.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
Good morning, Luke.
Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you.
Boy, it just seemed like you were talking about winter activities at the Y, and then the spring stuff, and now here we are heading into May. I almost said March. It's May.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It could easily be March in our heads.
It could be.
Well, we get all 4 seasons in one day sometimes, so
Yeah.
it's hard to tell.
You're absolutely right, Holly.
According to the calendar.
Welcome to Northwest Pennsylvania.
Well, what's
Exactly.
what's going on? What are you working on?
We're working on all of our programs for the summer, of course, planning all of that out. Michaela's been working hard to get everything organized and gather up some folks to help her in some special areas, like last year, some sports camps and things. And just trying to wrap up some things that we're working on now. For like youth soccer is ending this week, and had a lot of things. We're really busy, that January through March time.
Mm-hmm.
And then May kind of tends to slow down a little bit when the weather does get nicer. People do want to spend it outside because, we only get so much really nice weather, which we understand. But planning and still doing all of those things.
But the Y has really done a nice job at creating outdoor activities as well. So we're coming into that time where programs will be set up where you kind of get out from the inside and enjoy what's around us.
It's nice to try to, expand our footprint to the community and use those spaces that we're so lucky to have. So we talked about some of them earlier down at Drakewell and Burgess, like our outdoor club. They take the kids down to the bike trail. They can bike, they can hike, they do fishing and water activities. Using that natural space that's there for us to use and getting the kids to those areas that maybe they haven't been to before or haven't really experienced a lot before.
Yeah, in fact, I think some local doctors here were calling, they actually have a name for those types of kids who like to bike and run and jump. They have a Ed Meyer complex.
Oh.
So something's wrong there. But anyways.
He'll be here all weekend. He will be.
So those are resources for you guys, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's nice to take the kids outside and do something different with them. They do kind of need a change of scenery, and so do the staff. They enjoy taking the kids out a lot. Michaela's going to take the Ninja Zone outside this summer, actually, when we're able to, depending on the weather, of course.
Wow.
But so that's something that's kind of new and different this summer that we'll be offering is indoor-outdoor ninja.
So all the summer plans pretty much in place then?
For the most part, still waiting to wrap up some loose ends and confirm with some people that are going to be helping us out with some of those things, like the clinics that we did last year, like volleyball, basketball, baseball, just confirming that those people who are so giving of their time, we want to work with them and try to make things work for both of us.
And that was very successful last summer, wasn't it?
It was. We had a lot of coaches who gave of their time. Like high school coaches here for Titusville who wanted to just help build those programs. And so we're focusing on a few of the sports and doing some four-day semi-intensive type camp structured activities, like 5 to 7 in the evenings, so that we can kind of introduce them to some things and build on those skills and drills a little bit to get them introduced and trying out some things, maybe in a less threatening way than actually joining a team.
Still, if you're not a member of the Y, you can call in, talk to somebody, even get a tour of the facility.
Absolutely, yeah. We're happy to give tours. You can come in, you can try it out. If you've never been in, you can come in and try the Y for free for a whole week, 7 days, no commitment. And if you have questions, that's what we're there for. We always talk about how everybody is there for something different. And it can be sort of threatening, when you're really not into that, or you need to move, but you really don't want to. And, what do I have to do? And I'm not going to look right or feel right or know what I'm doing. That you're not alone, So come in.
That was me.
Yeah, that's me.
Just life in general.
You don't know what you're doing?
But Holly, on the serious side of that, though, once somebody does start to take part, they quickly realize, well, one, nobody else is really paying attention, but
Exactly.
but two, you start to feel better.
I just said that in class.
Did you?
Actually, this week was doing a stability class, and we were doing some coordination
Yeah.
drills, and we do some cognitive type exercises, and we're trying to like circle our ankles while we're like snapping our fingers or something, and said, don't worry, nobody knows whether you're doing it right or not, because everybody's worried about themselves.
Sure.
And that's something though that a lot of people will hesitate going to the Y because of people around them. But really, again, the reality is nobody's paying attention to you.
No, they're worried about themselves.
Yeah, they're focused on themselves.
That was a great point.
And everybody's very supportive of each other. Our members are awesome, and we have a lot of members who just love to see new people come in, and they kind of act as volunteer staff and say, hey, I'd be happy to show you this if you're not sure, or
It's
let
a
me know if
team.
you need something. Yeah.
The other thing, Holly, and I know we talk about this every month you're here, but I just think it's really important, the fact that everybody's going to get an individual, everybody's treated as an individual, right? So you're coming in and you're saying to somebody there, Wes, Michaela, you, Kim, hey, I'm looking to do this, or I don't know where to start because this is what my goal is. Or maybe somebody doesn't have a goal, but they find that out by working with somebody at the Y. I mean, they're going to be treated as an individual and get the workout that they're hoping to
Exactly,
get.
because everybody starts at a different point.
Yeah.
And they, everybody has their own things. You might have a shoulder issue, or it's not always just to lose weight. Sometimes you just need to move, and you need to move, but it's a lot easier said than done, and it's a lot easier to sit on the couch. So it's nice to see people come in. We've had quite a few new people actually come in saying that same thing. Like, I just know I need to walk, and the sidewalks, or it's dry in here and it's clean and it's safe, and they can meet a friend, and so it's really nice to see all the new people come in.
A sense of community.
For sure, yes.
And that's also a big point with the Y, right? Like, could you imagine your community without a Y?
Oh, we take it for granted. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Holly, I wanted to ask you, have you seen an influx of memberships since moving into the new building? And first and foremost, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous building.
It is,
I just
yeah.
moved to town, and to see where we were,
Right.
growing up, which we loved it.
It's special, yeah.
it was
will always
special.
be special.
It was a great place. But to go into the Y and I got a tour, I was blown away.
Yeah, they did a really nice job with it, and it's nice to see, that the structure that was there as the CAC and what we've built on.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll continue to expand that eventually. But yeah, then of course we all know what happened in 2020, so we are still rebounding from that, as a lot of people are.
Sure.
But it is moving in the right direction.
That's great.
Yeah.
And again, if you have any questions, want more information, the best thing to do is call or stop in, and there's always a smiling face to greet you at the door and to help you out with any of your needs. So
We are there.
And when people walk in, they're greeted by that smiling face, but they're also seeing like everybody else having. When I say a good time, I mean they're working out, so they've got that workout face. but everybody's still extremely friendly, willing to help out, and you've got members who will also say to somebody, "Hey, what can I help you with?"
Exactly.
Which is really cool.
That is.
Yeah, and what's cool is too, everybody comes in and they usually know somebody that's in there. And
It's like
so
Cheers.
It is.
but healthier.
I haven't,
Healthier.
I haven't seen you in so long. What are you up to? And then, they kind of start talking about what they do there, and it makes
Sure.
them more comfortable.
Kids Night Out. Is this the final one for the season coming up?
Just had last Friday, April. It was such a nice night. The kids ended up going outside, and they had a really great time at the playground. And our friends from Grace Fellowship Church came, so we
Nice.
thanked them and did a fun activity. They brought a live tortoise and did a craft with them, and glitter everywhere.
And that's going to be great to see. Pastor Phil Taylor of the
Yes.
church is a board member,
He is.
and just to have board members who are engaged, I know, is
It's
pretty
wonderful.
special, isn't it?
It is. It really helps the community mindedness also of our Y. Yeah, it's nice to have them involved.
And the Good Friday service was just a couple weeks
It
ago
was
as well.
wonderful. Yeah, if you
That's been a
didn't
tradition.
make it, it has changed over the years from the breakfast now
Yeah.
to the noontime service. But we had about 90 people or so come in for that on that Friday.
Wow.
So that was wonderful, and our friends from Tea Free conducted that service for us. So it's nice to have the collaboration
Sure.
with the other community entities, so to speak.
So the May Kids Night Out, May 20th?
May 20th, last one for the school year. Hopefully it'll be nice and we can go outside again and do something special for the last one.
And I just wanted to ask one quick question. You know, growing up here in Titusville, the 3-on-3 was just huge. Is that coming back?
No.
Okay, sorry.
I can say with
I didn't mean to. Hey,
pretty certainty if Kim or Jacqueline are watching right now.
I understand.
No.
I understand. I understand.
I'm sorry. We do still get calls, a lot of calls for that. I know it leaves a hole in your hearts for a lot of people. And I think somebody just had a shirt on the other day, downtown shootout. And
Yeah.
while it was great, it's kind of run its course.
Sure.
And,
yeah. Well, it takes a lot. It's a lot of work.
Yes, the return on investment in time and hours is
Good.
just not
Yeah,
really
I understand
there.
completely.
But we can talk about what's been, it's replacing that
so
here in a
we've
second.
transitioned and kind of, morphed into things that are more fitting of our times and the day and age with what people are doing, how they're spending their time and
Yeah.
their money to give back because, that was a fundraiser.
Yep.
So we're having sponsor opportunities to sponsor Kids Night Out. Those have been mailed out to all the area businesses. And then also we're hosting our 3rd annual online auction in July. So it'll be at 8 a.m. on July 23rd. It's a Saturday morning. So you can just tune in and sit at home and watch the auction live from the Y and bid on some things and buy some things at great prices, knowing that it's going to support the Y.
Sure.
That's great.
Sounds like a great opportunity.
You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream Television and on Armstrong's Neighborhood Channel and listening to it on the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. We talk about the Y and being a nice family atmosphere. The staff family just grew. Jacqueline Slater, congratulations to her and her family.
Jack and
that's
John
wonderful.
and Joel and
A
Morgan,
new
welcome
baby,
to
yeah.
a new baby sister.
Congrats.
You know what's crazy about that? It's just within, the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
She was back on the track the other day.
What?
She took 2 weeks off
She took a day off.
to be at home. She's still at home, but she is coaching pole vault. Yes.
Oh,
My
wow.
respect for
Yeah.
women
she's
and
Yeah.
hard to keep that one down.
that's crazy.
We have no idea, Luke.
I know.
Yeah, she's way tougher than you.
I
all
would
of
have
us
said that
together.
prior to this. Yes.
I'm raising my hand. Absolutely.
So, Holly, switching over to group exercises,
Okay.
and that schedule, the May schedule, is out.
It
People
is.
can go on Facebook or the website to get
Absolutely.
that.
Yep.
One of my favorite. I love the title of this, and I always think it reminds me of like the Sip and Paints or something, but body sculpting.
Oh, yes. Body sculpting early mornings with Darlene, 6 o'clock. So you can do that before you come on the air. And then also at 9:15 with Karen. So after, you could do it twice. You could do it all day, Monday through Friday.
I can't hold back the laughter. I'm sorry.
That's why I just, it's like one of those art classes, and you have the model come out and the robe, and then you sculpt or paint, and that's not it.
Lots of weights and exercises.
is not that.
No, it's not that.
Resistance.
I just can't picture Luke at 6 in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry, Luke. I apologize.
Wow.
Luke.
We don't judge you, Luke. You're welcome to come.
I got tricked into that.
And it takes one to know one. I
Michaela,
apologize.
I think, had the class doing one thing, and then she amped it up when I was in there for something.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good thing to do.
Silver Sneakers, always popular. Check that schedule out. Hike Club, Walk Club, all sorts of great things on the exercise side.
So many programs.
Lot of group exercise classes.
What's the best way, Holly, for somebody to just sign up for those? Is it online? Is it stopping in while they're there and scheduling?
The online option is really great. It's super simple. If you do have issues and aren't able to do that, then we don't mind signing you in at all. That's not a problem. You can just call us and ask for us to reserve it for you, or again, you can do it through the website, titusvilleymca.org.
You mentioned the auction coming up in July. If
Yes.
businesses are interested in helping out with that, they can contact you.
Absolutely. If you have something you'd like to donate to the Y, and we'll definitely plug your business as much as we can in return for that. There are sponsorship opportunities. If you didn't receive something in the mail, and then give me a shout out at the Y. You can give me a call at 827-3931, and we'd be happy to talk to you about that.
Again, talking about community and what the Y means. That means you guys also host a lot of things at the facility, including elections last year. Is that something for the primary?
Yep. So the primaries on May 17th again will be at the Titusville YMCA. So you can just park in the parking lot. It's all, ADA accessible, nice large area for you to park and come in. And you just go right into the gym, and they'll take care of you there and tell you where to go to be able to place your vote. We just had a blood drive yesterday. We had seniors for safe driving on Wednesday. So yeah, it's nice to be able to offer those things and have a place for people in the community to come and learn and give and do their civic duty.
And again, is that something when it comes to all these extra things? Do you guys discuss what other things you could host or have, or do people come to you and say,
Both.
"Hey"?
Yeah. Eric Henry actually came to me about the, about the possibility of voting, and then, Commissioner Soft came over and did a tour, and we talked about the options and what their plans are for the county, this side of the county, and if this would work. So, last November was kind of a trial run. It seemed to work well, so they're coming back. And, we just always want to see what the Y can do to help the community. What is the need? Because it's not all just, the fitness and the wellness. I mean, that's a big part of it. And the mental health is huge when it comes with that. But also,
Sure.
The whole feeding the kids and
Yep.
feeding the families in the summer and all year.
The
I think
outreach,
that
yeah.
that almost maybe gets forgotten, what happens in the education center. But, we have kids there every day after school for free. They get fed after school all year. They get fed all summer, breakfast and lunch. And that's not just open to the kids in our program. That's for the entire community. That's obviously a funded program, but it needs to be advertised in such a way that people understand that it's there for you to use if you need it. We're there
What an
to
incredible
feed,
resource.
feed them, and so parents can work in the summer too for
Yeah.
it's free childcare, but it's
Wow.
also enrichment. It's not just playing. There's kids probably wish it was a little more playing
Yeah,
than it is.
right. It's continuing education.
Well, the
Trying
other
to
thing
fill
is
those gaps.
kids after school, and do they just go home and sit and play on their phones while
Yep.
mom and dad are still working or out of town working? The Y offers so many opportunities. And speaking of kids, what's this kid doing?
Oh, that kid, I know him. So we, through a nice donor who I think wants to remain anonymous, and in addition to a grant received from the Crawford Heritage Foundation, we were able to purchase an arm ergometer. And for those of you who don't know, that was actually my husband, Kevin, who posed for us and took that picture. But that's a really nice new equipment that's very adaptive for working upper extremities. And you can still get that cardiovascular workout if you have lower leg limitations.
We briefly touched upon it earlier this morning, Holly, but people coming in for rehabilitation type of needs, maybe they're going to the physical therapy, but they're continuing their workouts. When they come in, do they talk to you? Do they discuss what they need to work on? Do they have papers that say, here's what they're saying I should do?
Both.
Okay.
And it depends on their transition and what home plan they've been given from PT. We do have a program where we are working with the physical therapy offices in town, where we're giving anybody that comes with their home plan a free month of membership, so that they can continue the mobility and the strength and the range of motion that they've received, and they've kind of graduated. Like, we don't really need PT anymore, but we do need to keep moving because we're not back to 100%.
Yeah.
So you should go to the Y because they have all of these things there that you can do and people to help you. And, I don't do it at home very well. I'm
Right.
not a real good self disciplined student on that kind of stuff, but if I go there and I'm with like-minded people,
Yeah.
and I'll put in more effort.
Great
so
point.
It's nice to have that transition and try to continue to support those folks.
You say that, but you also recognize the folks who can't get out of their homes. And on the virtual side of things, wow, has the Y really done incredible work with virtual classes?
That has just exploded, obviously, because of the need.
Sure.
And we jumped at the opportunity to be able to offer Y Wellness 24/7. So for all our members, you also get a free virtual membership. And the bank of classes online is amazing. So you can just go to our website and click on the tab that's Why Wellness 24/7, and
You can have the
create
Y in your
login.
home.
Yeah, and there are live classes that are taught by Y staff in New York, Pennsylvania,
Oh, wow.
Delaware, as well as like